Hey y'all, I'm Blaine Phillips.
And I'm Phillips-LeVan.
We're married, like just a minute ago, but we've been together for 14 years.
We have a teenage daughter.
Which means she's basically an adult, right?
We're also growing a business on the side together.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Through all of that, we've learned how to improve so many aspects of our lives and show up in an amazing way.
So we decided to host a podcast to share our journey with you.
It's called Let's Do Life Together, because that's just what we want to do with you.
So if you could use some tips and tricks on how to make life a little smoother,
then you're in the right place.
Come on in and let's do life.
It's that time of year. Time for schools to get out. We still have a few more weeks here, but many of you are already getting out. I'm kind of jealous. Does it make you want to break out into song? Because I totally do. School's out for summer. Who sings that, Jason? I never know who sings anything.
I don't remember that one.
What? You don't know who sings something? I can't imagine. You're my personal Shazam. Well, we've failed you all. I bet you know. You're listening to me right now saying you're yelling it, and I don't know. But whatever it is, whether you're singing with excitement or you're like, oh, school is out. Girl, it is coming. It doesn't even matter. School is letting out, and that means the summer is here. And that brings a lot of extra time in some ways, and I know things get busy in other ways, but we are here today to talk about how to make the most of that extra time with your summer, with your kids. They're out of school, so let's talk about that.
Yep, we're going to give you 5 ways that you can use that extra time.
Did you say 5? Is that our number? Do we always give 5 ways, sir?
5 is easy, I think. It's nice.
Is it?
It's a nice, easy number.
It's not round. You can't even, I thought you were going to say round.
Number.
It's not round. Don't lie. That's not even true. Listen, you're failing me. You don't know who sings the song. You're saying 5 is round. I don't know. 5 is an easy number. We want to maximize your summer. So let's dig in. Let's talk about it. Jason, bring us on down to number 1.
All right. Number 1 is to try new things and try to have new experiences. So maybe you get in a routine of every summer we do swim, and then we do vacation Bible school, and then we go to Boy Scout camp, or it's the same things over and over again, which can be fun every year. But maybe you can use this opportunity to venture out and try something totally new. So a new type of camp, maybe. It's the Chef's Academy, or it's art camp, where you learn new things, good experiences in new ways. Yeah, maybe your kid does soccer camp every summer and they're really passionate about soccer, but maybe they do the same soccer camp. So do a different camp in a different city, put on by different people. Challenge it. Even if you want to stay to soccer, change. Change is good. It pushes us. It pushes us to meet new people, to try new things, to go to different cities. Sienna did a camp a couple of years ago, totally outside. Like, she's done church camp, she's done soccer camp, like she's done the regular camps, but she was invited to this STEM camp and science, technology, engineering, math camp. And we were like, what? And she wanted to go, and it was away. It was in a different city. It was for a whole week, and she got excited about it. And that experience lasted the whole summer, preparing for it and getting her ready and doing the things in advance, and then the actual experience, and then talking about it afterwards, and met people from other states and just got involved. And there's so much value in doing new things. Like, it doesn't have to be on a grand scale of a away camp for a week. Like, try a new restaurant, like do something different, take a different route to swim that day or whatever it is, but make new experiences. Because those new experiences span for your whole family. It's not just that one kid. They bring those memories back to you. They bring the stories. They tell you about it. And whether you were there or whether you weren't, we all become involved in it. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, and these things could go for the family or the individuals in the family.
Yeah, for sure. So number 2, let's talk about just tweaking some habits. Are there things that you want to improve? You notice it keeps coming up, but school years are often fuller. You're doing homework. They just feel like the schedule has more things on it, and you would like to establish a better morning routine with your family, or a better power down evening routine, or you really want to instill in your kids that they need to move their body every day. You want them to get outside, exercise, whatever it is. Well, you've got 2.5 months that are likely just calmer. So use that to start. Remember, we're all about little steps here, little incremental steps on how you can work on improving those habits and those new routines, because you've got all this time. Pick one. You really want to focus on a morning routine. Figure out what that looks like for you. And you don't even have to tell them. You can just start tweaking and working on that and getting those habits in place. And then when the chaos of the school year comes and homework and soccer practice after school and play tryouts and whatever it is, you've got the foundation that you took the time to build over the summer.
Right. If every morning during the school year is just this whirlwind chaos, well, it's hard to stop at that moment and say, all right, we're going to implement all these new things so that our mornings are easier. Well, identify, the 3 or 4 things that might need little tweaks and start layering them in over the summer.
Yeah, you can check back to our morning routines episode and hear exactly how we do it there. Get some ideas for yourself and just figure it out and use this extra time. Remember, we're maximizing your extra time to get those things in place that will, in the long term, give everybody much less stress and just a calmer existence.
Number 3 is to learn something new. So getting outside of the schoolwork and the mandated curriculums. So, what are your kids, what are some of their interests that they haven't been able to pursue? Maybe they've just never tried it. Maybe they want to learn how to play guitar. Maybe they want to go down to the local woodworking shop, which we actually have one here. There's other interests that maybe they've never even attempted because they're just caught up in the busy every days of the school year and the after school activities and all those things.
Here in the Phillips-LeVan house, we are not about that summer life where you're out of school and let's not use your brain and let it be mush and sit in front of the television and see how many episodes we can binge watch on a certain series or how much Fortnite one can play. Sure, there's a time for fun, but also still use your brain. But now you don't have to use it to write a research paper or to read some book that you have to read. You can use it to do something that you want to do, to learn something new. And for you probably have a little more time to help them with that. So like last summer, Sienna showed a lot of interest in wanting to learn how to sew, but getting out the sewing machine and the patterns and all of that felt like one more thing during the busy time of year. But in the summer, we took the time, we got it out. She made headbands and scrunchies, and it was a bonding time for us. I felt less pressure because we had the extra time and we could get it out, and it's a good thing. So what's something they want to learn? A new language, like whatever, a musical instrument. You can do it, but take this time to learn something new, and probably not a new video game.
Right. But just keep the mind active for sure, and just learning new things in different ways.
Yeah. Which brings us into number 4. Here's an opportunity. You've got more time. And if you caught our episode a couple weeks ago, we talked about when our kids earn money. Well, this is an opportunity. Let them earn money, whatever age. Now, no, I'm not suggesting that you put your 5-year-old to work, but
well,
I'm not suggesting, you can. Your 5-year-old can certainly pull some weeds and they can earn $1 for it, and they can understand that you start to work to earn. But it's an opportunity for them to earn a little money. Maybe that's babysitting. Maybe that is yard work. Maybe that is raking leaves. Raking leaves is yard work, but cutting grass, those types of things. Or maybe it's a summer job. Maybe they are 16 and they can go get their first job, lifeguarding or at fast food or whatever it is. There's great opportunity in that. Not only are they getting exposed to new people, they're having new experiences. Now they're earning money and they get to learn how to manage that. And then they get to buy things that they want to, that they don't have to ask your permission to buy that thing. And that feels really good to go out and buy your first pair of shoes that you really wanted. And your mom's like, I'm not spending $100 on Birkenstocks. Well, they got to buy them for themselves. And they're going to take a whole lot better care of them than they would have if you bought them. An alternative to that is an internship. I think this is such a great idea. We have a friend. They have a teenage daughter. And a couple summers ago, she was 14. So she was not old enough for a job. But she really, and it has reigned true, she expresses so much interest in wanting to be an attorney when she gets older. That's what she wants to do. She's really interested in law. And they sought out a local attorney right there in their community. Maybe they knew them, I'm not sure, but they asked if she could just come. Now she's 14, but if she could come and do an internship, just a few hours, whatever they were willing to let her do, to hang out in the office, to file papers, to be around the setting that she's already passionate about. And she's not earning income, but she's getting up and she's getting dressed and she's putting herself together and she's looking nice and she gets to go be around this thing that she gets fired up about anyway. And she went back and did it the next summer, and she's slated to do it again this summer because she loves it. And when she graduates, it's going to turn into a paid internship, and she's going to work her way on through. So is there something that your kid is really passionate about that you could get them involved in and surrounded? It's volunteering, really, but it's volunteering in an area that they love, which is really cool.
Right. So just some responsibilities kind of outside of the home. So getting up and getting out, having a place to be, having responsibilities. Could be earning money, or like you say, could be a volunteer job, quote unquote. So
yeah, it's really good. And number 5, not necessarily in this order that you should do it, but be a kid. Let your kids just play. Our school years get so filled up with stress and responsibility and homework and projects and play practice and football games and until sometimes there's a lot of pressure out there, not to mention the social pressure of making sure that they are wearing the right outfit and they're doing the right things and did they do their hair in the right style and whatever. They just are still kids. They get to just be kids and go out and play in the yard and kick the ball around with the neighbor or whatever that looks like for them.
Right. So, doing all these things, you can easily have a busy summer and your days and weeks, start to fill up. So building in that downtime of we're just going to have fun. We're just going to play. And it's an important lesson to learn going forward. Many adults need to do the same thing and build in the downtime.
So many adults walk around with, I'm busy, like it is a badge of honor that you can wear. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Guess what? That's not a badge of honor. That's not something to boast about.
If you're that busy, that's poor planning on your part.
We need downtime. They need downtime. We need downtime. We all do. And teaching them now that foundational piece of just chill. Just do some chill, as Sienna calls it. What are you going to do this afternoon? I'm going to do chill. All right, do some chill, girlfriend, because did you handle your business? Did you do your things? Good. Build in some chill time too, because we all need it. You're going to come back stronger the next day when you've had some mental downtime. So play. Be a kid.
Right. And the chill is part of the overall. It's not the entire summer. So I think that's kind of the point, is just making the most, but also balancing that out and having some of that downtime and that play and fun time.
A great thing to do is just come together as a family at the beginning of the summer and talk about it. Talk, communicate. That's really the key to everything that you want to be successful with in life. So create a summer bucket list together as a family. Things you want to do together, things you want to do as individuals. It's your summer too, so you get to do cool things and try new experiences. It's not just for the kids, but write those down, talk about them. And here's an opportunity as parents to help the kids be realistic when they're planning this. They can't, work a job, go to 7 camps, do chill and do all these things. Like, all right, I hear you. Now let's figure out how that can work out in real life.
Right. So, maybe you come up with 2 or 3 things. Everybody has 2 or 3 things that they want to accomplish or want out of the summer. Well, if your 16-year-old's is to buy a new car, and they don't have a job, well, you can start to tie those things together. All right, how are you going to come up with $5,000 for whatever you want? Well, all right, realistically, this is what's possible, and this is what you're able to do. Or, okay, yeah, you can do that. Something's going to have to give in this regard.
We have a friend, they have this chalkboard. I think she probably did chalkboard paint right on the wall and like put some cute trim around it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a chalkboard that hangs in their kitchen. And I always love it because she shares it on social media. And she does it with the change of each season, I think. But they always do a bucket list. And they come together as a family, just like we're talking about. And they write it up there for everybody to see what's going on. These are the things that we want to do. And then they check them off. And it could be strawberry picking. Like that's one day, one time you want to go do that or whatever it is, but it gives you, it's exciting. Plus you see what everybody else is working towards. You can help support them and encourage them or remind them and not get grumpy when they say, we're going to do this because it's on the bucket list and we've already talked about it.
Yeah, and if there's some of those kind of bigger goals, it gives you opportunity to just kind of check in.
Right.
How you doing? And if they need a little extra motivation, it's up front. So, these are the expectations.
So we're tasking you to make a family bucket list. What are you going to do this summer? What do you want to do? Let's review those 5 tips really quick. So keep those in mind when you're making your list. Number 1, try new things. Have new experiences. Don't stay in your comfort zone. The magic doesn't happen there. Go out. Do new things.
Right. Number 2 is to tweak those habits. So maybe it's your morning routine, evening routine, whatever that habit is. Number
3, learn something new. If you are fluent in Spanish by the end of the summer, that is going to be freaking awesome. I don't know if that's possible, but whatever it is, learn something new.
Number 4 is to earn money or get a volunteer job.
Yep. And finish it out with play. Just have some downtime. Be a kid. Do chill. Do self-care. Whatever you want to do. But make this list together. Talk about it. Get excited. Encourage each other. Because summer is fun, but it's just another season that can totally get away from us if we don't let it, if we're not on top of it. So we hope that this is the right timing for you as you're getting ready to start singing the song that we don't know who sang. You know what you're going to do. You're going to take full advantage of the little bit of extra time we have in our lives. Now, here's what I need you to do. I need you to come on over to my Instagram. I'm Blaine Phillips. You can find me over there and slide me a message. What is your summer? What are you most excited about? Because I'm sure you already have things that are filling up your calendar. So what is the one thing that you're already most excited about on your calendar? And when you tell me, I will share mine. I'm not sharing it here, so come tell me yours.